All right, all right. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Let's Chat. I don't think I did one of these last week, or I kind of did. I streamed and then we kind of chatted a bit, but last week kind of sucked, and the week before that, because I was dealing with my tooth. I wanted to talk about that a little bit and then just see what's up with you guys, see what's new. Maybe you can throw some topics at me and we'll just chat. Let me get the chat open so I can see the people. I can see your pretty faces. Spida, MJ, what's good? Kobe, Unforgiven, what's up? Mr. Lasagna out here. Can't believe J-Main sometimes. He never ceases to amaze us. Lasagna with no cheese. Eric, what's good? Jazzy, he says, I don't feel so good. Hey man, that was me past couple weeks before Wednesday. So yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I was not under the weather, but I was not myself. I had my tooth pulled on Wednesday, so I missed press start and I was in recovery mode. Talk about pain. It's much worse the older you get. That's for sure. Because I had my wisdom teeth out when I was 20, and that seemed like a breeze, and I did all four. I really don't know how I did that. I really don't know. But I remember I took like one pill, went to sleep, and like I felt normal when I woke up. I remember that. This time around with one tooth, I felt like a truck hit me. It's crazy. I think it has to do with age. I think it's like, it has something to do with that. It has to. Mech, what's up? Jazzy says, I found out why Mario Kart is trending on Twitter. Oh, I almost forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me, Jazzy. He's like, that's why I don't feel so good. I'm with you. Mario Kart is forever tainted, you guys. I didn't think it could be, but it has been. Everybody, we should just throw our Mario Kart games away. It's over. The Mario Kart run is over. Getting your tonsils removed as an adult is horrible. I could just imagine that, Danny. I could just imagine. Ah, man. Did it cause headaches too, MJ? Do you mean the toothache or the recovery? Because the recovery, yes, I had headaches. So yeah, you guys, long story short, I procrastinated on getting this tooth checked out. A piece of filling, I think, came off, and it caused this little gap between my teeth, right? So I always had to floss. I had to like take extra care, and I did, but I think it was just too much to handle. Like the tooth just, I guess, I don't know, the whole filling coming off and everything, it just started decaying. So I finally get to the dentist like, I don't know, 5-6 months later, and they tell me, oh, you can't save it. It's gonna have to be extracted. Let's do your filling, which was another tooth. Let's do that first, then we'll worry about the extraction. And I'm like, great. This is great. And I thought he said that I could possibly get another filling, like a bigger one. So I had that in my mind. I'm like, oh, I'll just see if I can get the filling. I go in there and they're like, no, it can't be saved. It's gone. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So it was between trying to go for the root canal, which I hear is horrible. I've never had a root canal. I don't know if any of you guys have, but my dad has, and he was like, don't do it. He was giving me like horror stories about it. So I opted for the extraction, and they seemed to be on board with it. The dentist was like, yeah, you have to have an extraction. I'm like, okay, cool, fine, I'll do it. Then I get to the chair, right? The extraction day. The surgeon, the oral surgeon, comes up to me and he's like, he's looking at the x-rays and he's like, you don't want to save this tooth? And I look at him, I'm like, wait, they told me I couldn't. And he's looking at the x-rays, he's looking at me. He's like, I can try and save it. And I'm like, Oh God, I was so stressed. I was looking at him. I'm like, but they told me I couldn't. I was preparing for an extraction. Like, I think I'm just gonna go with that. He's like, are you sure? We're gonna have you sign this paper, like this whole waiver thing, like that you're using it over the root canal. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I write my name, whatever. Oh my gosh, I was so stressed. I was like, why did they do this to me? Like, it just threw me off. I was like, should I save it? But I don't want to do the root canal. I don't know what to do. I even told him, I was looking at him, I'm like, I don't know what to do. So, anyways, he pulls the tooth. It lasts maybe not even a minute. It's so quick, but it's traumatizing. You know, he's tugging on my face. That sounds funny. He's tugging on it. The nurse, the assistant had to hold my head because my head was shaking so much. It's traumatic, but it's quick. It was done. It was over. I see my tooth on the table. I'm like, okay, it's done. I'm good. He puts the gauze. I go to the pharmacy. I get my pills. I go home. And then, of course, when it all wears off, all the anesthesia or whatever it's called, anesthetic, it wears off. And then the pain, oh, it just takes over. The pain is so bad. Solidus, what's up? MJ's like, Erica, you're scaring me. Dude, I was so scared the night before, like the whole couple weeks before, because I knew something was wrong with the tooth. Like it was getting worse. I had really bad sensitivity. Like anytime I drank anything or ate anything that was warm or anything, it was like I knew, okay, this tooth is getting worse. So I was scared for like a good couple of weeks. I couldn't think about anything else. Even when I was on the podcast or I was making videos or playing games, it would distract me for a little bit, but it was always there in the back of my mind, like, damn, I have to get this done. I don't think there's anything worse than the dentist, you guys. Like, the dread, the, setting your appointment and then it's that day and you're like waiting for it. Oh, it just sucks. So yeah, I'm alive though. I said long story short, ended up long, but that's pretty much what happened. And then now I'm just, recovering and it still needs time to heal, but I can at least talk now and it's not weird or uncomfortable. Solidus is like, wait, one tooth. Yeah, it was one, a molar in the back. So you can't even see it. If I smile, you can't see it. I'd have to like really open my mouth wide. But other than that, it's not noticeable. So I didn't really mind losing it. Even chewing, I think I'll be okay. So it's an experience, that's for sure. Like I said, I think it gets worse with age. I'm a firm believer of that now. I really am. Detour says, I'm here just to hear Erica's pain. Thanks, Detour. Appreciate that. Ryan says, I think the doctors would be worse. It depends. It depends. But anyways, you guys, what's up? What's new? What's good with you guys? I hope you, keep up with the dentist. I strongly suggest it. Even if you have good hygiene, which I do, I believe I do. Like I would floss. I used mouthwash every day. All of that. Brushing 2-3 times a day. If I ever... even before a podcast and stuff, I brush my teeth just because I want like that fresh feeling to talk. I was on it, man, but it didn't matter. I still had the issue. It's crazy. But anyways, that's pretty much what happened. So I'm feeling much better though. I just tweeted too, like I feel like a whole new person. It's so crazy. We went to see the Game of Thrones concert 2 Saturdays ago. And that's when, I had the sensitivity, the tooth was all out of whack. And I was so sluggish on that trip. I felt tired constantly. I didn't feel good. Like I just felt sick in a way without being sick, if that makes any sense. Like I just felt so lethargic. And now I'm like the total opposite. I've been cleaning the house all day. I was outside watering. I'm like on it today. So it's a huge difference. Huge freaking difference. Portal says, I use a Sonic Care brush. It works wonders. Yeah, those are good. I have a electric brush too. Hyped for that online. Oh man, should we talk about Nintendo? Let's change the topic. Let's make fun of Nintendo. I already did a video, but man, what do you guys got to say about it? Because Nintendo, yeah. Nintendo, I don't think they're ever gonna learn. And I just saw a picture that I think it's from, yeah, it's from Amazon, where the online cards or whatever are like one of the top selling things. Let me see if I could find that for myself, because I just only saw a picture. I'll just type in Nintendo online. Yeah, it says bestseller. Ain't that nice? These people, man, I swear, like, we gotta put our foot down for certain things. There's just some things you cannot support. You just can't do it. But these Nintendo people, like, they'll just, oh my gosh. Well, how does Bond say it? They'll bend over. They'll take it in the booty. I don't know, man. It's crazy how it could be the worst situation. It could, no matter the price, whatever, it could have no features that you're looking forward to. It could just be the trashiest online service and people still want to support it. It's crazy. I mean, this isn't even just like waiting for it. I mean, yeah, it's online, I think today, right? These people are buying cards, eShop cards. What the hell is going on? You get what you pay for. $20 is nothing, Eric says. Shout out to the LinkedIn lurker. I saw his video. And I left him a comment. He agreed with my comment. I think with Trey, it's kind of weird. It's like he'll say, I'm not supporting it. But this is like the, what did he'll just say, like, this is the reality or something. Like, oh, it's, you get what you pay for. Like, he's using that for this. And it's like, no, man. Like, these basic features that were free in other previous consoles, like messaging, guys, messaging is not there. So no, it's not get what you pay for. It's really not. It's terrible. It's trash. And then you have the others who are just like, well, Smash is coming out. They're just going to buy it for Smash, which seems to be true. Because look, I mean, bestseller on Amazon, $20 12-month membership. Man, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. He snatched the video down. Oh, I think I saw a tweet about he did take it down. I don't know why. One of the few things I agree with Jay Barry on. The few, I know, right? The few things. Shout out to Jay Barry. I have no choice that my daughter. Yeah, Whopper, I remember you saying that because your daughter plays Splatoon. I mean, hey, if your daughter's happy with it and that's like a reward for her, hey, you know, I don't see, you know, the issue. Like, I could see from your point of view, you know, you got a unique situation. But for us adults who are, you know, get to choose with our money and get the, you know, want to get what we pay for and want to get the most bang for our buck, it's a little different. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different. Kids don't understand that. They just want to play Splatoon. What can you do? You know, kids, when their mind's made up, they're made up. Kratos, what's up? Sedin, what's up? Chris, X-Skull, Randy. Who else we got in here? Ryan, again, what's up? Guru, Skull Terrace, Lesrima. What's up, you guys? Some weird names in here. First Lady Erica. I haven't been called that in a while. I just realized that. The First Lady of Press Start. I don't think I've been called that in a minute. But yeah, you guys, Nintendo, I mean, maybe it's easy for me to say this, you know, so freely because I don't play Smash. Like, if I was totally hyped for Smash, I still wouldn't support it. I honestly wouldn't. But I could see, you know, can I see? I guess I can try to see where those people are coming from because they want to play online. They really, you know, what are they going to do? They're just not going to play. So it's tricky. And Nintendo, they know what they're doing. They launch it right now, right before Smash comes out. You know how Nintendo rolls. Like, they're stupid, but they're also not stupid, if that makes any sense. Unforgiven says Smash can kick rocks. Facts. I agree. I'm not a Smash fan. You guys know this. Like, I love the first one. That was one of the few games I had at the time. Like, I was a younger. How old was I when Smash came out? I was like a teenager, I think. Anyways, I didn't have money to just buy whatever, but I had Smash, so I played the crap out of it, of course. I was a kid. So I mean, you know how that goes. And then once, the other Smash Brothers started coming out, I moved on. I didn't care for it anymore. So yeah, I'm not really a Smash fan. I like watching it at Evo, but as far as playing it, no, I'm good. I'm good. Nintendo is far from stupid. I wanted it for Pokemon, but it can't use cloud saves. I know that whole cloud save thing is over the top. I don't even know what the hell to even say about that. If you don't pay your subscription, you're going to lose your saves. It's like, really? Sheesh. I mean, I don't use cloud saves really, but damn. Some people, that's going to suck if they lose their stuff. Me, on the Switch, if I lost my Breath of the Wild file at this point, I don't know if I'd care that much, but if I was in the middle of playing it, yes, that would suck. Nintendo is far from smart. You guys get what I mean. It's like they're not smart because obviously this online is so trash, but they're also smart because people still buy it anyways. And they put it right before Smash comes out. So it's like when it comes to the economics of things, I guess, or the business side, how to make money, it's like they know a thing or two, but when it comes to making us happy, totally clueless. Absolutely clueless. Especially people like me. So yeah, the whole Nintendo thing is spooky to say the least. Yeah, I mean Nintendo's got money. That's the thing too. I think I've seen people running around like, "Oh, well, it's going to get better as it goes. Like we have to invest into the system and then they'll make it better." It's like, do you know who you're talking about? This is Nintendo. Nintendo has money. What are you talking about? So yeah, I could see if this was like a new thing for some new console that came out from a new company or something like that, but this is Nintendo. There's no excuse for the whole we need to invest. And no, that's a lame excuse. That's a huge lame excuse. But yeah, what's up, Big Keith? Dez, what's good? Skilled. But yeah, I wanted to kind of talk about hard games and kind of get your guys' opinion. This kind of extends from our press start Q&A yesterday. If you guys haven't checked it out, go to Kofi's channel. It was free this month, whether you're on Patreon or not. We wanted to give you guys like a sample. Like if you're not on the Patreon, this is what you're going to get if you do join. So we did a free month if you want to go check it out. But we talked about, there was a question asking, what is the hardest game we've played this generation? And some of us we were answering, but we were kind of having second thoughts on things because they're like, wait, what exactly was the hardest game? It's kind of hard to figure out, to be honest. So it had me thinking even more about it today, like what exactly makes a hard game? I saw Luca tweeting, shout out to Luca. I guess somebody wanted some game easier, and so she was kind of making fun of that. Like, no, I don't like this mentality. I've played Dark Souls. I've completed those games, so this mentality like is trash. Like she just doesn't like that. She wants hard games to be hard. And then I was thinking, well, is Dark Souls really that hard? You know what I mean? Like with a little patience, I feel like you can beat those games and they're not very hard. And I'm just talking about main games because the DLCs, they definitely up it. They up the difficulty, but like the main games, I was like, Dark Souls, it's tough, especially if you're new. But like, is it really the hardest games out there? I don't think it's the hardest games. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of confusing. And then it depends on the genre too. Like, honestly, I feel like platformers are harder than games like Dark Souls. Like, they can be way harder. I think it just depends on the genre. And then you have like the side-scrolling Souls-ish kind of games like Death's Gambit. I just beat that a few weeks ago, and that game was hard. I felt like that game was actually hard, like a genuine difficulty. Because that it was, games like that, it's more reliant on your what's the word? Reaction time, I guess. Reactions. So yeah, it just depends. Guru says God of War was harder than Dark Souls. You mean the new one? That's another thing too. And I brought this up with Kofi and the guys. I was like, wait, so are we counting games where you manipulate the difficulty? Like God of War, for example, if you play it on Give Me God of War, does that mean that game is harder? I don't know. You like it gets kind of murky. Like the whole thing gets kind of fuzzy. You know what I mean? Because there's certain games, like they're not very hard when you play on normal, but then you up the difficulty, there's like more enemies, or it gets cheaper, or it depends on the game. Some games do it well, some games don't. Some games just make it like artificially hard. But does that mean that game is harder than something like Dark Souls or something like Cuphead or something that, you know, well, Cuphead does have difficulty settings. But you know, games that the normal is hard. You know, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's like the more you think about it, the more I think about it, I should say. I don't know how to answer it anymore. I guess I go in circles or something. Ryan says Dark Souls 2 gave me some trouble with the artificial difficulty, but I'm closer to the end. Throne Watcher and Defender, though. Yeah, Dark Souls 2, they did the a little bit of the artificial. Like you die and then some of your health goes down little by little till it's halfway, and then you're hollow and all that. Yeah. Guru says try Next Machina on hard. You'll give up on life. Oof. I played that, but I played it on normal, I believe. Yes. That game was, I mean, it was normal, so obviously, but it wasn't that bad. There was just one, I think it was a boss. Or yeah, there was some part towards the end I had trouble with. I was actually raging a little bit, but I did beat it. Wait. No, I'm thinking of a different game. My bad. Next Machina wasn't bad. My bad. I was thinking of Ruiner. Ruiner, that game was pretty tough, but it's a good game. But yeah, Next Machina, that wasn't too bad. In Dark Souls, you can farm and make the game easy. That's exactly, Chris. See, there's so many different variables, I think, to take into account. That's the thing, like with Dark Souls and Soulsborne games, that you can farm. I really don't like when someone tells me, well, I beat this boss in 2 tries or whatever. If it took me, you know, longer, they'll act like, oh, well, I beat it. This boss is easy. And I'm like, wait a minute. What level were you? That's always a variable. Like, and then they never say that. And then of course it's no face, no case. They got no videos or nothing like that. But yeah, I've seen those comments a lot. Like, oh, this boss isn't hard. It's like, well, how much did you farm though? You know what I mean? So there's always that to take into account. And you can farm. Like you definitely can make those games easier. You can take out these enemies in a few hits and they're dead already. So it just depends. Tooth Fairy never came, but I did. Crypto, what's up? Yeah, Tooth Fairy never came, man. Is there supposed to be money under my pillow? Like, it ain't here. I don't know what happened. So you don't like when people behave like BG? I've teased him before because I know he likes to farm. Build tends to factor into, yeah, your build. There's so many different things. Black Metal says Neo is a harder game, in my opinion, than Souls. That actually brought up this whole topic too, because I have a video. It's an older video. It's is Neo harder than Dark Souls? It was right when Neo came out, and people kept asking me because they wanted to know if they should buy it or not. So I made a video for those people, you know, just giving them my opinion. And it's hard to even, that's the thing with these Soulsborne games, especially if they're very, very Souls heavy, is that I think it depends on what you start off with first. Bloodborne felt harder because that was my first one. So I said that in that video. But anyways, the whole Neo thing, a lot of people really do think Neo is harder than Soulsborne. Luca, says, I'm gonna need you to stop dragging me for filth. What's up, Luca? I brought up your tweet. I didn't say nothing bad, right, guys? I didn't say nothing bad. But no, I was bringing it up because this whole topic of hard games, like what's really the hardest game out here. Like, it's kind of hard to even come up with because every game is so different. And then we're talking about Soulsborne, how you can farm. So it's there's a lot of variables. See, even Lucas says Neo was harder than Dank Souls for me. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, I didn't think Neo was that bad. I really didn't. There's a couple bosses that gave me trouble for sure. Like, it's not easy. But overall, I still felt like Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2 and other games were harder. I didn't play, yeah, I played Dark Souls 3 by then. Yeah. Dark Souls 3 wasn't hard. For me, anyways. It wasn't that hard. The main game. I just don't like dying and wasting time, Randy says. A lot of people don't. That's why these games aren't really for everyone. Some people just don't like that grind of retrying over and over and dying. Some people just don't like to die. You know? Bloodborne wasn't difficult for me. That was my first Soulsborne game. I really struggled with Dark Souls 3 for the first 10 hours. That's so crazy, Lucas. We're total opposites. Total opposites. Dark Souls 3, I went in there like a champ. The first boss, beat him the first try. The tutorial, that was like easy. The second boss was what? The tree? I think that's optional though. I forget what. I think I did fight that second though. But yeah, I went through that pretty easy for the most part. So yeah, everybody's different. That's the thing about these games is like everybody's so different. Whatever boss you may think is difficult, other people think is easy, and then vice versa. That's always been a thing. So I always get these comments like, how can you, like my Cuphead video, how come you don't have the dragon? How dare you? Like, how did you not have trouble with the dragon? Like, so many people had trouble with the dragon, and I just didn't. So it's just everybody's different, and and then there's other bosses I had trouble with and people think are easy. Then they tease me about it. They hound me about it. How'd you have trouble with this boss? I beat it in one try. It's so easy. I always get comments like that almost daily because I have so many videos about bosses and like my rankings and all of that. It's interesting, but sometimes people can be annoying sometimes. They think they're gods out here. I beat that boss in the first try. It's like, yeah, after you farmed. But yeah, everybody's different. Nameless, what? Lucas says Nameless King is easy as Lothric and Lorien. Girl, you're on a whole different page. That's crazy. Lothric and Lorien was the best fight, though. I think the best like epic fight. The music was great. There's a few others that were really good too, but I remember that fight the most. It was so epic. I have all those videos up too. You guys can check them out, but yeah, no face, no case. Salazar, what's up? ¿Cómo estás? Buy Surge from Death's Gambit wasn't that bad. Once I beat it, he wasn't bad. It was just that one phase, Mech. I kept getting caught in that one phase. And those red enemies were just chopping me up. It was crazy. The music change, Luca, you already know. That fight was so good. That's what I love about Dark Souls and just these games that have really good soundtracks. Like the boss fights are just so epic. I don't mind dying. That's the thing. Like, it's like I don't mind dying at least a few times because I want to experience this fight. That's usually how I go about it. VGL, what's up? Sister Freed in DS3 was my favorite boss. That was a good one too. That DLC though. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's these games. I love hard games, that's for sure. I don't know why. I don't know why I do this to myself. Like when I was playing Death's Gambit, I was saying to myself, like, why do I do this? Why do I have such pleasure in this? Like, what is it? Because it feels awful. Like when you're really getting beat down and you just can't beat a boss and you're getting frustrated, you're raging, you feel like you don't really know what to do, nothing's working. And then, but you keep going. Like for me, I just keep doing it. I keep trying because I can't I can't stop. I can't let it defeat me. And then once I beat it, it's like you sigh, you're just like, okay, that's why I do this. Like, it's such a satisfying feeling. Like, that's the thing about these games. Like, they beat you down so hard, and then you just come back and win. You learn every time. And that's the thing that I love the most. And when I tell people, because they're like, I don't like dying. I'm dying too much. I don't know what to do. Because I have some like how-to videos, like how to beat certain bosses. And people thank me like all the time. Like, oh, thank you so much. This video helped me. And it's like, I just always tell them, like, every time you die, you just learn from it. Like, I don't know. As long as you're making progress, I think it's a fun experience in a weird way. Like Buro thinks I'm into BDSM over here. I'm a masochist. That's usually like the term people throw around. Like, oh, I guess we're all masochists out here. Like, we love getting beat or something. Unforgiven says, I need to be challenged. I like easy games like Mario Odyssey, Randy says. Mario Odyssey, you know, that game is easy, but some of the not the platforming, but just the movement that you have to do sometimes, especially to get like the secret stuff or whatever. I had trouble with that at times. Like, I would just fall. Like, I wasn't doing the right jump or whatever. But yeah, that game, I mean, games like that are pretty easy. They're intended for everyone, so obviously the skill gap isn't going to be crazy or anything. You know, Lucas says, I love winning. I'm a true masochist. I got all the achievements in Cuphead. Damn, yeah, Mac, you really are. You're more hardcore than I am. I know that. Oh no, Randy says, I beat Neo by modding my stats so I had infinite HP. Is this, what the heck? Is this I'm losing my memory. Who's that gamer that was cheating on Neo? Oh man. You got damn cheaters out here. Nindy specialist saying you did it on Steam. I heard like hard games because they push me to get good, Chris says. Hip hop gamer, there we go. My mind just had a total blank. That was a huge blank. I've met the guy too. Like, shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. But yeah, he was streaming Neo. I remember that. He was streaming Neo on PC when it first came to PC. And I went in there. I'm like, let me check this guy out real quick. Let me see where he's at. And I see him and he's just like full HP. I don't even think his stamina was getting used or anything. Like, he was just hacking away. I'm like, oh gosh, I had to click away. I was like, how could you how could you do it? Oh yeah, Cuphead too. Cuphead, he was able to like fall and like take no damage. He would just jump up. I remember that too. Oh man, Luca, have a good day. Catch you later. I have to have you on one of these one day. You're always at work though when I do them. You're still better than me. I haven't beaten a true Soulsborne game yet. I don't know, Matt. That's the thing. Like, is Soulsborne really that much more difficult though? You've beaten some really difficult games. I mean, it seems like you had a better time, like not a better time, but a easier time with Death's Gambit. Because I struggled a bit in certain bosses. That was Cuphead. No, Ryan, it was Neo as well, though. It was Neo too. Like, it was those two, but it was also Neo on PC. Erica want to catch those females. What? Dark Side, what's up? But yeah, shout out to Luca. I want to see Luca stream a game like Cuphead or something like that. I gotta see this girl game. All these girls, man. You know, when Cuphead came out, all the girls that I knew bought the game. No one was streaming that. I was like, what's going on out here? How come we can't get the girls, you know, show their face in case? No face, no case. And they didn't want to play it. They were shook. Yeah, Ryan, I'm like 99% sure it was Neo, because I remember I went in the stream and I think he even said it too. Like, he put on some, I forgot what they're called, but he put on something for the game. And I remember watching his stamina bar and like his health, and it wasn't really like moving. I remember that. I could be, you know, I could be losing my memory, but I'm pretty I'm pretty positive on that. Erica, have you ever thought about quitting video games? No, Kratos. This man Kratos don't like gaming anymore. What's going on, Kratos? How come you don't like video games? I think Luca rages like would break her monitor. Oh, shoot. No, but yeah, when Cuphead came out, I was like tweeting certain girls out here. I was like, "Are you gonna stream it?" Or because I'd be at, I think I was at school. Yeah, I was in school, and I was like tweeting people, "Hey, can you stream it? Because I want to watch something." And they were like, "No, I'm gonna play it later." You know, there's like these little excuses, like, "Oh, no, I don't want to stream it." I'm like, "Man, come on," because I was streaming it when I could. I streamed the whole game. All these girls out here looking spooky. Because gaming is trash now. Kratos, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's a you problem. Detour says, I'm 11 hours in Dragon Quest 11. Good. Hopefully it lasts me till Odyssey. So you didn't curse it, Detour? The game ain't cursed? Are you still buying Odyssey? I don't know if I'm going to buy it day one. I really don't know. Like if I start another game after Spider-Man, I'll probably finish that game. But if I'm struggling to find a game to play or whatever, I'm just like not feeling anything, I might get it day one. I don't know. It just depends. Sekiro looks good. Definitely. Game of the year next year, guys. Everyone was playing Cuphead and share their experiences with it. Great times. Need another game like this. Exactly. That's what I love too about these challenging games. Is like you see other people going through what you went through. And you get to see how they did it. That's what I love about it so much. Like especially boss battles and all of that. Even games like Persona 5, I went back to watch Jack fight some of those bosses, and it was so much fun. Like, I just love when everyone's doing the same thing, and then they're recording it or they're streaming it, and you get to see their struggle. Like, I just love that stuff. Why don't you finish The Surge? Oh, Buro, I'm trying to forget that game. I almost forgot about it until that. Oh, man. Even Ryan, yeah, you streamed it too. Like, not that you have to. It's not, I know some people are like, you need to stream it or else we're not going to believe you. You know, there's that whole side of it where people call people frauds and all that. I'm not on that side. I just enjoy it. Like, I just love seeing other people play the games that I'm playing. Especially like if I just went through that boss fight, like I want to see how someone else did it. Like that's just my thing. That's what I love most about YouTube and streaming and Twitch and all of that. Oh gosh, gotta get hyped and prepared for Surge 2, Erica. Oh god. You know, and that's the thing. Like I've mentioned this already, but I'm at the last boss on the Surge. I'm right there. But it was such BS. I remember it was so bad. Like I think I was under leveled or I don't know. I just remember I was dying in like 1 or 2 hits. And I was pissed off and I was like, I don't want to play this stupid game anymore. I was so mad. I just dropped it. So it's like, do I try and pad my list and go back? Do I put myself through that? I don't know. That would be crazy if I turned it on and just beat it like the first try. That'd be funny. That wouldn't happen, but that would be funny though. But it would add a game to the list. Don't be surprised if like the end of the year, you guys, we start naming our lists and I throw in the Surge in there. Like you never know. It might happen. You never know. I'm literally at the boss fight though. I'm right there. It's like crazy. Erica, they was coming after you about that Yakuza slander. I respect it. Keep it a buck. That's all you can do. That's the one thing I learned with these YouTube streets out here is always just be honest and don't apologize for your opinion. Just don't. That's the number one thing I learned. I never got why the Xbox fanboys are hyped by spacesuits and robots. Crypto, what do you mean? Titanfall? What are you talking about? That doesn't sound fun. Might as well delete your Surge save file. Igor, what's up? Says From Software continues to make non-threatening stuff very threatening. That giant white monkey in the trailer. Oh, that white, yeah, whatever that was, looked amazing. It looked scary, but yeah, it looks amazing. That's what I'm talking about. Like boss fights like that. That's what it's all about. That's the best fun I can have right there. Kingdom Hearts 3 slander. Oh, Des, yeah. Well, I never played them. I mostly tease. You know, I'm not really like a hater or anything, but I'm just not interested in them. It applies to Titanfall, The Surge, Halo, Gears of War, Anthem, Mass Effect, and so on. I don't know, you know, Xbox, a lot of people on Xbox, they like shooters, so, you know, they probably started gaming on Xbox because of Halo or Gears. So I mean, you know, they like what they like. But it is funny though to see, you know, how Titanfall, they love the first one. I guess I can't really say much because I like the first one too, but the second one comes around and they're not that excited. You know, it's not exclusive anymore. They're turning their backs on us. You know, that kind of happened. You can see that. And same thing kind of with Tomb Raider. Oh, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, it's not as good, you know. It's so true. It's so true. What did Salazar ask? Is it fair to add a game to the games beaten list when you're at the last boss from a game you played years ago? It is a good question. And they told me no on Nier. Because I asked the guys, I'm like, well, if I go back and beat Nier, the third playthrough, will that count? And they said no. But then people were like, well, if you didn't beat the 3 playthroughs, it doesn't count for last year. I'm like, well, when does it count? When does it count? So see, I don't know. That's a good question though. I mean, yeah, maybe it shouldn't count. Give me an excuse not to go back to Surge. I'm cool with that. Let's say it doesn't count. Then I don't have to go back. I don't have to play it. We'll leave it in the past. We'll leave it in my memory. It's gone. I don't have to go back. Erica, why don't you play BioShock? Buros, that's easy. It got me sick. That's one of the games I missed out on. When BioShock came out, my uncle had it. He had it on the 360, and I was there watching him play, and I felt so sick. And then I started playing, and it put me over. I was so sick. I couldn't play it. I missed out on that series. That and Dead Space. Dead Space made me kind of sick too. Because yeah, you have to beat all 3. The third playthrough is the second half of the game. It's amazing. It flips the game. Yeah, I definitely want to play it. Unforgiven and all these people keep hounding me and hounding me. Unforgiven, you weren't the annoying one, by the way. There's other people. They just constantly, when are you gonna beat Nier? It's like, okay, but my question is, because I asked the guys in Press Start, I'm like, okay, if I go back and beat the third playthrough, will that count for my games beat this year? And they said no. I'm trying to win out here. You know, I'm trying to not get last. So I need to beat other games, I guess. Whenever you beat a game, that's when it counts. See, everybody has different opinions because I beat the 2 playthroughs last year and I counted it. They're like, oh, you cheated and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so if it didn't count last year, I'll beat the third this year and it'll count this year. And they said no. I'm like, what this game doesn't exist? I don't know what to do. If I go back and beat it, I'm gonna have to fight for my case hard. I'm gonna say, well, they said it counts. Unforgiven said it counts. I'm gonna quote you, Unforgiven, if I have to, all right? You gotta be there to defend me too. She's about to play Fragments of Him. Oh gosh. What is that, like a point and click? Beat Bayonetta 2? I do need to beat Bayonetta 2, I do. They just messing with you. They were serious though. You know what I think it was? I think they just got confused. Like maybe they thought I didn't beat. I have no idea. Like I don't know what they were thinking. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna blame them for not playing it. I just haven't really been in the mood for it, you know? I was right before Spider-Man came out, but then I decided to play Guacamelee. And then Spider-Man came out, and I'm close to beating it, I think. Maybe I can beat it today or tomorrow. And then after that, it's like, okay, what am I going to play? I don't know. But anyways, guys, is there anything else to talk about? It's kind of a slow week, I think. Like I said, I've just been like cleaning the house today. It's actually my birthday on Sunday, so I'm trying to get the house really, really clean until then, because we're hosting like a family friend thing, watching football, and gonna have food, drinks. So that's gonna be my birthday Sunday. Garuda, what's up? I might stream Saturday, maybe like a pre-birthday stream. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna play, but maybe I'll do a stream or something. And me and Shar have to record the backlog. That'll be on Saturday. We're so late. This whole tooth thing just ruined the schedule because I couldn't talk. This past Saturday, I was still in pain. So I was like, no, we're gonna have to wait another week. So backlog will be recorded Saturday, most likely, unless something else comes up. But yeah, that's the day before my birthday already. God, it goes so fast. You could beat the messenger in 6 hours. Salazar says, slow week. It's Tuesday. Hey, usually news is booming by now. Usually. Like, we get some hot stuff Monday and Tuesday. Because every time I record or I do this, there's always usually something to talk about. And I usually do this on Tuesdays. So yeah, it seems a little slow. But yeah, if I find a good game on sale, I'll give you a birthday gift. Oh, Mac, if you want to. You guys don't have to do that. But you guys, I'm always appreciative of your support. Always. But yeah, if I can do it, I'm gonna try and stream Saturday, or maybe we'll do backlog live or something. Do something different. I was gonna wait till the 10th episode and then we'd go live, maybe cameras and stuff. But I think we're only like episode 8, so we'll see what's up. Oh God, don't listen to Unforgiven, please. Don't. It's funny that my birthday is the day after yours. Nice. It's all about the Libras. You already know. Wasn't insurgency? Man, I still have trouble talking a little bit. This tooth missing. Wasn't Insurgency Sandstorm supposed to come out this week? I don't know. I have no idea. Did we talk about why Mario Kart is trending today? A little bit, Salazar, at the beginning. I didn't really explain it. So if somebody's watching later and they don't know, they're not going to know what happened. But I did say how it's tainted now. And I'm going to throw away all my Mario Kart games. It's over. The run is over. Mario Kart is dead. Officially. Erica, I told you Spider-Man would outsell God of War, and anybody who didn't think so was crazy. Okay, Pepsi. Some people actually wanted to have bets on that. Like, oh, I'll bet you that God of War doesn't, outsell it. But I didn't take them because the marketing was too crazy for both. And I was like, it's up in the air. I really don't know. I don't want to lose money. So I didn't bet. It could have went either way. Unforgiven, you're a genius. Oh, gosh. If someone actually bought me the Surge 2, I would play it. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I'd prefer you buy me like Neo 2 or something else, something I really am anticipating. But then again, when you get games that you don't want to pay for, that's not bad either. So hey, you want to get me the Surge 2? Knock yourself out. What does BG say? Open mouths get fed, or closed mouths don't get fed, something like that. Shout out to BG. He's so right about that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know when that game's coming out, to be honest. The Surge 2. I will say it does look like a better setting. You're not going to just be stuck in a lab the whole freaking time. You get to actually go outside. So I'm like, hey, that's a upgrade a little bit. All they need is better bosses, And then maybe we're talking. Maybe. See what's up. I'll continue playing Shenmue and cringe at the dialogue, I guess. Kratos says Sony is trash. Watch out, Kratos. I did bet Erica that if Bloodborne 2 is happening, I'll buy her an indie game. That ain't happening, though. That ain't happening. Are you hyped for Battletoads? Battletoads? Is there going to be Battletoads? I don't think I'd be hyped for Battletoads, but I mean, it'd be cool. I'll probably play it. I played those games growing up, so, you know. I'm curious if they would keep the same energy and be very difficult, or if they would make it casual. I don't know. Rest in peace, free multiplayer. Wasn't the Surge made by the same people that did Lords of the Fallen? That explains everything. Yeah, I think it's the same developer. But anyways, you guys, how long have I been live? Let me see. I don't know. I got 45 people. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for hanging out. I know it's kind of some people are at work and stuff like that, but I'm not right now, so figured I would talk to you guys. Kratos, when are you going to fall in love with video games again? That's what I want to know. This man Kratos is gone. He don't want to play games anymore. Are you going to go back to the first Guacamelee? That's a good question, too. I should. I want to, Meg. I just don't know when. I'm still working on destroying the messenger. I managed to break half of the seals. The messenger, I thought I was going to get it, and then I was looking at it, and I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling this right now. But that was right after Death's Gambit. So, I mean, I needed a little break. So, if it's a difficult game, I'm assuming it's difficult. But it looks cool. I feel like I should play the messenger. Like, that's a game I should play. Erica, how many games did you not beat this year? Did I not beat? I don't know, name. A lot. Kratos loves games. He's just trolling. It's all right. How many have I beaten? I'm on, hold on. Let me see. Where's my thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I beat Spider-Man, I'll be at 11. So I'm at 10 right now. But Spider-Man will be 11. I need to find number 12. Number 13 is probably going to be Red Dead. And then in November and December, we're doing some heavy backlog, some heavy gaming. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to be playing, but we're going to do some heavy numbers. I'm going to try, and we'll see what we come up with. I'm mad behind. Spider-Man is trash. This man Kratos he's trying to trigger you guys. Don't fall for it. I can only think of Bloodborne, Fez, and Lost Winds. I'm probably not catching up. Too much multiplayer. Yeah, Ryan, you're always on the multiplayer, which is cool. That used to be me. I used to be like that. Meds, what's up? Like, if this was 10 years ago, my list would be so short because all I did was play multiplayer. That's how it was. It's like, oh, I'd beat the latest Gears, a Red Dead, maybe a couple other games. That's it. And then it'd just be all multiplayer. But you did bring up Spider-Man, Kratos. I wanted to talk about Spider-Man. I almost forgot. And people are going to think I'm hating. It's whatever. I'm just being honest. The game is good, okay? The game is not bad. In no way am I saying the game is bad. However, it does feel like it's dragging a little bit. Just a little bit. In certain moments, like, okay, I just played last night, and I can't really say what I did because it's kind of spoilerish. But I had to do something that was very tedious, and I just started feeling like, I don't think I could play this game in long bursts. I think I can only play like a couple hours at a time. And that's not saying it's bad, but it's not saying it's amazing. The game, to me personally, it's good, but it's not amazing. That's my take on it right now. I still have to beat the game, so it could change, it could get all, exciting and whatever. The problem, honestly, one of the problems is that nothing has been a surprise. They showed way too much in the trailers. Like the bosses that I just fought, they're in the trailers. The scenes that I went through that were epic or supposed to be epic and like really cinematic and everything, I saw it already. So that's the problem. I think they messed up. I think they showed too much. And so I'm playing it, right? I'm enjoying it. It's not bad. I'm enjoying it. But I'm just thinking in my head, "Oh, now I'm going to fight this guy. Okay, let me get through this. Okay, now this is going to happen." Like I already know what the freak is going to happen. So I mean, I don't know. Chris says just keep playing. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep playing. This is not a review or anything. It's just this is how I'm feeling right now. It's about to be a pony stampede in your mentions. Oh gosh. Hey, they've been coming already. It's like it's nothing new. But and then another thing too is I think I fatigued myself because I started, I started getting all the landmarks, which doesn't have a trophy, by the way. I was kind of pissed about that. So I did all that, no trophy. Got all the backpacks, that was a trophy. So I did those two things yesterday. Well, most of it. I did most of it yesterday and finished them. So I felt fatigued. I was like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. Like I should have just did the story and then did this later. So I think it's a me problem, but it's also that they showed too much. They showed way too much. Yeah, I played side filler too much. You're right, Budo. I definitely did. So it's a user error too. Like I messed up. I shouldn't have did that. But I didn't want to leave it for the end, like all of it. I wanted to do a little bit at a time, which I did. But yesterday I went kind of hard. I was like, you know what? Let me just get all the landmarks. And I did that for like an hour. And the backpacks, I did that for like a good hour or so. And I was like, damn, I think that was a mistake. I shouldn't have did that. So now I'm going strictly story. That's all I'm doing from now on. That's all I'm going to do. Seriously, there's been crimes happening and I've just been like, sorry, not my problem. And I just been passing it. Like, I'm just like, nope, going to the story and that's it. So that's the plan. I'm going to just stick to the story. Chris said they showed a lot, but there are still some surprises. Okay, good. Another thing, Chris, though, and I'm not going to repeat what was told to me, but some people spoiled the game. So there's that. People they're a-holes. I had people messaging me on PSN. I don't understand people. I really don't. What's the deal with spoiling things? Why is that satisfying to people? I don't know. I'll never understand. But some people spoiled it there, and some other people said the same thing in a couple of chats that I was in. One of them being Jack Move. And people in the chat were like, blocking the person or whatever and saying don't spoil. So it seems like what they said was true. So yeah, I don't know if there's going to be surprises. We'll find out. I hope, but from what I know, I think it's just been spoiled, but we'll see. We'll see. I hope I'm still, with some surprises. It was the Xbox. It was because of the downgrade stuff. Who knows? Probably. I still have people, you guys don't even know, like, I don't update it on everything, or I don't tweet about it, but I still have people coming at my neck. Like, they don't forget. You say yikes once, it's like you offended their whole family. It's like they're a rival to you for life. It's like, it's crazy out here. But I've had to block some people on YouTube. It's just like, really? So anyways, Jack Move's lurking. The good thing was I don't think Jack Move saw that spoiler. I don't think he saw it because he was the one playing the game and streaming. But people in the chat saw it. I was one of them. So yeah, there's that. Erica, say sorry to the PS Nation and all will be forgiven. No, that's the thing. You don't apologize because they're not gonna stop. It doesn't matter. Buro, it doesn't matter. There's nothing to even apologize for. That's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna apologize for something I didn't do. I've had people call me out, Erica, you swore up and down that this was downgraded, and I asked for the proof. They don't have any. Erica, you made videos. Oh, you were saying it's downgraded. The whole game is downgraded. I'm like, show me. Put a timestamp. Crickets. Nothing. They can't even come up with it. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna block you. at least come correct. At least come with something. But they don't. They just throw things out there. It's like a fantasy in their head. Erica, you were leading the charge, and you were like, what are you even fantasizing right now? Like, what did you dream this, or what like what is going on out here? So yeah, it's, you know how people are. It's the internet. People don't forget, I guess, even when you're joking, or I don't know. It is what it is. It's why I don't watch streams of games I'm playing. Yeah, well, you know, I watch to support Jack Move. I think he's funny. Like, he's entertaining, so I like to see his streams, even if it's a game I'm playing. There's certain people I just like to watch, no matter what they're playing. But yeah, it can get you in trouble. It really can, because people like to spoil things. I don't know what it is. Even like with TV shows and things like that. Like when Game of Thrones is on, I stay off Twitter. Like, nope. And then remember when those episodes leaked? Oh, that was rough. I had to stay off the internet. I was like, I can't even be on Twitter the whole week because they've already seen the episode. That was torture. That was rough. He was leading the charge. It was a 300 style battle. Erica ruining the magic of NPDs, Digital Foundry, and Metacritic scores. I know, man. That 87, remember it was 88 and then it dropped to 87? That was all me, guys. That was all my fault. It's horrible. I'm so horrible. Like, I'm the worst. I'm the worst. Ooh, Erica, Game of Thrones. Yes, Game of Thrones. I went to the concert a couple weeks ago. I told you, because of my tooth, I couldn't really enjoy it. I felt like crap. I felt awful. But I was there. It was good. It was really good. It made me want to watch the show. You know, it made me want to marathon it. Shame on you, Erica. I just finished Orange is the New Black yesterday. So there's that. So I need a new show to catch up on. I should watch Better Call Saul. I really should. I need to catch up on that. I'm so behind, though. I'm so freaking behind. But yeah, Game of Thrones, they won a bunch of Emmys yesterday, too, by the way. I didn't see, but I think they won like 9 Emmys or something. So deserved. You guys already know. Just filter words to avoid spoilers on Twitter. I did that with God of War, Buro, and I still had spoiled. I still had one major thing that was spoiled. Even though I muted all the words, I muted PS4 share, you know, the hashtag, I muted all that stuff. Still had a spoiler. It's hard. You basically have to just stay off the internet. But you know how it is. We like to be on Twitter and all that. And by the time I beat the game, I was bound to see something. So yeah, it happens. It is what it is. What about the Persona 5? Oh yeah, Mech. You're right. I need to catch up on the anime. You're right. Kylo Ren voice traitor. Skilled. No, actually, that wasn't it. Thankfully, that was a good surprise at the end. I was hyped for that. But no, that wasn't it. It was the other thing, you know, the other major thing. YouTube spoils shit for me more than with recommended videos. Yeah. You know, let me enlighten you guys on that real quick before we start wrapping up. The whole recommended thing, YouTube is trash, okay, but I have this thing, it's called YouTube IQ, and it helps me pick, what is it called? Like description words? What the frick are they called again? Can't think right now. can't think right now. Hold on. You guys know what I mean, like tags. That's what I meant, tags. What it does is it will bring up a list of tags that you could put on the video, right? Well, I've noticed when I was uploading God of War and I uploaded, what was I playing? Oh, Death's Gambit and Chasm. When I was uploading videos for those games, in the recommended, it had God of War bosses, God of War ending, God of War, just, anything God of War, cliffhanger or surprises, whatever, just random things. And so what I could do, it's an app, Ryan. I use it on my Google Chrome. I think it's called YouTube IQ. It just says IQ on my thing right now, but it's for YouTube. So anyways, what I'm thinking is that people maybe have the same thing, or they're doing it manually because they want you to click it. It's clickbait. So they're putting bosses and they're putting all this stuff to get their video out there. It's an extension. Yeah, extension. Yeah, same thing. Not same thing. You guys know what I'm saying. So yeah, there's that. So I really do think YouTube, this extension or something has something to do with it. But people, I really do think, are doing it on purpose too. So let's say I put up a video, right? And it's not even a God of War boss. It's just like, hey, this is my first impressions, but I'm a scumbag. And in the tag, I put God of War bosses or God of War ending. Maybe because you clicked my video, now it's going to show you videos that have the actual ending or they have the actual bosses or spoiler stuff. So be on the lookout. Like I'm not positive this is a thing, but that's just something I noticed, especially when I was uploading God of War. Like it was giving me all those tags. Oh, this is the hot tag right now. You can add it if you want. Of course I didn't, but I'm thinking other people are doing that. Possibly. And also YouTube is trash and they just think, oh, God of War. Okay, so you're interested in this. It's like, it sucks. And these people putting it in the thumbnail and, I try and do my best to not spoil things because I totally understand. Like, I hate stuff being spoiled. I hate it. So I get it, especially for a big game like this. For a game like Death's Gambit or something like that, I don't think you guys really care, especially if I know you guys aren't even playing it, most of you. So I'll put the picture or whatever. But God of War, Spider-Man, these big time games, I try not to put anything in the thumbnail because I understand you don't want a spoiler, and then you're just gonna resent me. So what's the point of that? You're probably not gonna want to be on my channel no more. You're gonna unsub or whatever you got to do, and I wouldn't blame you. I honestly wouldn't blame you. I had to unsub from a couple people because there were so many God of War spoilers. You gotta do it. Have you got Pyre fixed? I gotta check that, Meg. I gotta check that. But yeah, I've been talking long enough. I'm gonna give my mouth a break. Pause. I need to probably not talk so much anymore. Tooth is still healing, so I'll be fine. But I mean, I feel like it needs to rest sometimes. I just did a bar on anything with Spider-Man in it until I beat the game. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Kill the stream. I unsub BG when he kept remaining all the Neo bosses. I think there's like a time frame. It's like an unspoken time frame or courtesy. Because like if I beat a boss late, like a Neo boss or something like that, I will put the thumbnail of the boss. I know I probably shouldn't. But if I'm early, like I know these guys like BG, Kofi, some of them, they get games really early, right? And then they'll start, beating these bosses already. There shouldn't be any thumbnails of those bosses. I'm not saying they do this all the time or anything, but just people like that, if they're getting the games early or they're just crazy and they beat the game the first day or something, Yeah, you should hold off at least a week or two before you start putting pictures and stuff like that. That's just my own rule, but everyone's different. Favorite boss in Death's Gambit? Ooh, oh man, I have to think. Okay, I really love the one that's like in outer space or whatever. What even was going on with that boss? That boss was awesome. What was that called again? Mech, you probably know. The one you were like, I want to see you fight this. That one was really cool. The snow boss was cool. The one where you have to like teeter on the level, you know, your weight. I liked that. Uh, Galaxy Mage. There you go. I agree. That was really good. I'm using the same thumbnail for God of War streams, which is a cover. It's a good habit, Ryan. Definitely, if you guys make videos, you know, try not to put spoilers in the thumbnail. I know it's so tempting. It really is, because you're thinking, okay, I beat this boss really fast, and no one else really has yet. So I could probably get a lot of views for this. But it's like, it's like a moral thing too. It's like, well, I don't want to upset people, and the ones that are diehards are going to watch my video anyways. I don't want to ruin the game for them. So it's like you know, you have to just decide where you are on that compass. Like, okay, am I going to just go for the views? What if I don't get the views? Then I look like a scumbag and an idiot. You know what I mean? So it's like, just try and do the right thing. There's always like a time frame, I think. At least wait a week or two, and then you can start, you know, putting pictures or whatever. That's my rule, I guess. Mario Kart, oh god. Mario Kart's Tainted Ghost. We discussed this. Mario Kart is over, okay? But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. It's 1:30. I'm gonna go have lunch, I guess, and continue cleaning. Hope you have a good day. Thanks for hanging out. Don't play Mario Kart. Don't buy Nintendo online. Just don't. Maybe this is a good thing, the whole Mario Kart thing, because it'll push people away, and then they won't have to buy the online to play online. See, it all kind of works out. It all works out. Just don't buy it. Next, we gotta taint Smash. Okay, we gotta ruin Smash. So maybe Trump or somebody else we don't like, or some weirdo, they can ruin Smash. Maybe that's the next step. Okay. But yeah, you guys, I'm out of here. Have a good day, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.